Hello, Lionel Farquer here, Australian Art's National Treasure. The famed NFT artist Beeple has garnered a reputation for presenting poignant and sober reflections on current events. And it's with no exception that I would like to present this piece to you entitled 22 Years Later, which was released almost 1 year ago to the day. The piece itself is quite visually confronting. However, I think we'll find with further analysis, it actually paints a picture of redemption and hope. The piece is extremely multifaceted, and in fact I could speak for hours about all of the symbology present within. However, today I'm only going to speak about the large theme, which is that no matter how much shame and failure one has experienced in life, there is always present a chance for redemption and ultimately hope. And the two subjects of this piece illustrate this beautifully. At first glance, we are presented with this extremely confronting image of Andrew Tate, the hyper-misogynistic manosphere influencer who encapsulates everything that's wrong there, lying together in a caught with SBF, the convicted fraudster. And while this picture of absolute jailhouse bliss for the two presents an extremely comforting image, there is actually a deeper meaning here, which I'd like to now explore a little bit further. If we look a little bit closer, we will notice that Tate has actually embraced his feminine side and become a transsexual. And while I think this is a masterful move by Tate, what it actually represents, it is he has really come to terms with his shadow. Not that his feminine side should anyway be seen in any negative terms, but in relation to his hypermasculinity and hyper-misogynistic ways. Becoming finally transsexual is his way of finding unity by accepting his shadow, which is in fact the wisdom path for him, and that by doing this, he has actually unified and become a whole. Then in contrast, we see SBF, who in this case has become a buff Chad. He's gone from a incel poster boy, someone with no social skills, and just showing that if you have money, then you can achieve some sort of sexual success, but otherwise he has nothing at all going for him. And again, he's embraced this shadow side. The shadow side in this case being some form of functional masculinity, which he had lacking completely at this current time. Another masterful move by him. And again, it's by adapting and accepting this shadow side of himself, this masculine side, that he has also unified and become whole. So, looking at the two subjects together, we see that they've completely unified both their solar and shadow aspects and become whole human beings. And I'm reminded here of Buddhist depictions of tantric deities in Yab Yum, where they're in sexual embrace. They've found unity there. And the sexual embrace of Tate and SBF again illustrates this unity of the whole, or unity squared. And the fact that they're in jail together is a sort of, enforced meditative retreat. And the depiction is absolutely beautiful. And I think it's really a message of redemption and hope that we can all become unified human beings. I want to thank you for joining me today in examining this incredibly important and poignant piece of art. It has reminded me that life is a journey, and no matter all of the pain which has been caused and experienced by Tate and SBF, there can always be something that can be learnt. One idea that popped out to me, which hasn't really been considered enough, I think, is that SBF, as being a poster boy for incels, is that maybe these incels should think about, instead of getting so angry about not having sex, why don't they just think about having sex with each other? I really think this is something that's not talked about enough, and maybe one day it can get the attention it deserves.